but she quickly discovered that her experience with money was pretty unusual, especially among her women friends. It wasn't their fault. Investigating this financial literacy and wealth gap, Tori found that girls are significantly less likely to receive a holistic financial education. They are taught to restrain their spending, while boys are taught about investing and rewarded for pursuing wealth. In adulthood, women are hounded by the unfounded stereotype of the frivolous spender, whose lattes are to blame for the wealth gap. And when something like, say, a global pandemic happens, women are the first to have their jobs cut and the last to re-enter the workforce. It's no wonder money is a source of anxiety and a barrier to equality for so many women. But what if money didn't mean restriction and instead meant choice? The ability to luxuriously travel, quit toxic jobs, donate to important organizations, retire early, the freedom to live the life you want and to change the world while you do it. Tori founded her first 100K to teach women to overcome the unique obstacles standing in the way of their financial freedom. In Financial Feminist, she distills the principles of her shame and judgment-free approach to paying off debt, figuring out her value categories to spend mindfully, saving money without monk-like deprivation, and investing in order to spend your retirement tanning into Based on Dr. van der Kolk's own research and that of other leading specialists, the body keeps the score and exposes the tremendous power of our relationships both to hurt and to heal, and offers new hope for reclaiming lives. This one also has like interesting pictures and like diagrams in it too. But yeah, it's a really interesting read. And definitely if you're like interested in psychology and things like that, this is really interesting. I wanted to show you my bookmark. My bookmark is lavender. I got this from my sister's library. She's a librarian and they had a little like free bookmark section. Okay, and then the next one I got is called All the Light We Cannot See. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I have not read this one yet, but there is a Netflix show based on this book, and I watched it already. I watched all of it. I usually like to read the book before I like watch anything that's based off a book, but in this case, I'm doing it the other way around. But I really liked the show, and I think the book will be even better. Okay, yeah. The lavishly produced 4-part Netflix series directed by Sean Levy of Stranger Things stars Mark Ruffalo, Hugh Laurie, Lewis Hoffman, and newcomer Mia Liberty as Marie Lore. All the Light We Cannot See won the Pulitzer Prize in the American Library Association's Alex Award and was a finalist for the National Book Award. It is beloved by millions of readers around the world. And then here's the actual description. Marie Laure lives with her father in Paris near the Museum of Natural History where he works. When she is 12, the Nazis occupy Paris and father and daughter flee to the walled city of Saint-Malo, where Marie Laure's reclusive great-uncle lives in a tall house by the sea. With them, they carry what might be the museum's most valuable and dangerous jewel. In a mining town in Germany, Werner, an orphan, grows up with his younger sister, enchanted by a crude radio they find that brings them news and stories from places they have never seen or imagined. Werner becomes an expert at building and fixing these crucial new instruments, and is enlisted to use his talent to track down the resistance. Marie Laure and Werner from warring countries come together in Saint-Malo as Doerr illuminates the ways, against all odds, people try to be good to one another. Although I said his name Werner, but in the show it's Werner. I think he's German, so usually the W is really, really